Hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Cup Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And I'm no, I don't have anything to drink. I didn't grab anything. So I don't have anything to drink. But it's okay. Because I'm not really thirsty. I just ate, so I'm not thirsty. But what I do have, the most important thing to have, is my cup mug. Ooh. I haven't done this for us, but panel full of cup mugs, panel full of cup mugs. Beer, 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 beer. Didn't do with the Stars Edition. Period. And you can get your new and improved cup mugs. Yes, y'all, I did it. I fixed it. I did it. So if you order the cup mugs now, you'll get the cup mugs with this same logo, but it'll be on the right side when you hold the handle. It'll be right. It'll be this way and this way. I fixed it, y'all. I fixed it. We got new and improved cup mugs out there. So those who just ordered it, and I see y'all who ordered it, I appreciate you ordering it. It will be out, and you should have it by December. You should have it, or in December. But you will get the new and improved cup mugs at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug or any of our beautiful cup merch. The Etsy shop is coming back. I'm fixing it. I didn't realize I had to fix it, but I'm doing that, and I'm gonna do that this weekend. So after this weekend, everything will be back into the shop. So bam.
Do we take refunds? I want to get.
No refunds. No refunds.
No
Sorry.
refunds. Okay, I'm gonna give me a new one. Okay.
Look, I have to get me a new one too.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy KaMorian, aka the fucking failure, your favorite black core content creator. And before the countdown, let me tell you how before, let me tell you, I was doing it, get some another drink. Let me tell you, I zoomed. So I came in the state just right in time for the countdown. And so I will be drinking this today. Probably be spent a quick panel because my throat is parched. But as you can see, I'm wearing my Wicked shirt. Fun fact. This is like in high school, my first ever Broadway show, my first ever trip to New York City. Well, I remember we first got to New York City, the first thing we saw was Broadway, Wicked live on Broadway. That is the only Broadway show I've seen ever in New York City. And speaking of Wicked, make sure you go see Wicked next week. I heard people from watching. I heard a lot of things right now. So far, it's pretty much one of the best things to happen this year, from what I've heard. So I would suggest guys go watch it. I'm gonna watch it next week, and I'm very excited. Also, please don't spoil the ending on Twitter. I will be avoiding the Wicked stuff on Twitter. Just saying, but make sure you go see Wicked. I'm excited for the movie, but I'm excited for the semifinals today. We got a lot of good dancers. They did dance twice today, and a gagging result at the end. We'll find out later.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it because we don't want to talk about it. But we got a lot to talk about. But before we jump right into it, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button on this channel and all of our other channels. We are part of a network. And so we have 3 other channels that you can subscribe to. All those links will be in the description below. Click our link tree. All those links will be down there, as well as our audio podcast links, so you can check us out on the go. And our socials are down there as well. At Twitter, the Cup Pod, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And we will be getting the Blue Sky for the Cup. And I know KaMorian has Blue Sky already. I have Blue Sky already, so you can follow us on our Blue Skies. Mine is the same. So
yeah, mine is kind of the same, but kind of different a little bit. It's back to my I think
Sparkling Alien, right?
Maybe I just kept my name for Twitter. Now I don't know. I gotta check, but like I just know I will be starting to get active on Blue Sky. I know
Me
it's
too.
time the transition. I will still be on Twitter because the majority of the people are still on Twitter. But like once it gets transition, I will be on Blue Sky more. So it's the trying to handle two things at once. At one time, it's kind of difficult.
I will be officially off of Twitter by the end of the year. So I'm officially leaving Twitter. Phasing out, completely going to Blue Sky. So I'm phasing out of Twitter, and by the end of the year, I'll be completely on Blue Sky. So, but it's the same on Twitter as it is on Blue Sky, so you can follow me there too as well, and follow us all over the other socials and things of that. But semifinals, it's the semifinals, week 8, and we're here. We have our top 5, and they, like KaMorian said, they're dancing 2 dances this week, and we are going to get right into it because why not? Why not? Bam, bam, bam. Week 8, nothing special. We usually have Halloween and 500th episode. Nothing, just semifinals. And we're gonna go in the order of the dances. We'll do both dances at the same time. And we're gonna start with Chandler because she went first. And come on, I'm gonna let you go first because I have lots of thoughts. But go ahead.
Oh, baby, I want to say, I want to say, what the to me this is probably some of their best dances. To me, oh my god, I was very nervous coming. Like my god, Terrell, like as each episode goes on, like I think we all have experiences, no matter how we review on the show, like far as like what we want about the show and how we want how we vote anyway. I think we will all like once the week gets closer and the people you are rooting for are like making it every single week, and then we get to this part where we're in the semifinals. Like it's kind of like the make or break it. There's 2 dances, and it really determines who makes the final or not. So you were like the thing is, I have seen people even from the past couples who have been front runners have been killing it, and literally killing it on the semifinals, and boom, the worst thing happens. They get sent home, or people we thought was going to be in the finale had to drop the ball on the semifinals. They got sent home. So we haven't seen that before. It's been something, but it's really come out. It's really come to the votes and the dancing. Definitely, so I did definitely like as a person who a person like a celeb who's on the show. If you're at this point of competition, it's like I'm so close to the finish line. I had just these 2 dancers ahead of me. That's kind of making a break it. So their mindset going is like I got to give it everything I have. Show the people that I want to be here. I want to win this mirror ball for next week. So definitely to me that was definitely Chandler and Brandon's mindset. For their salsa, I mean, Becca, like their salsa reminded me of Zendaya. I remember the week Zendaya got the first 10 of her season. Literally, I remember the next week she was the first one on the dance with Val. Let me tell you, they killed that thing first. I remember they got 10s. They were the first dance of the night. They got 10s right out the gate. So the standard, they were already the standard of the night to beat, and it can't to beat that. No one did not meet that standard. No one was able to top what she did, and that was literally Chandler tonight being the first dance of the night. Because we see sometimes being the first of the night, you could get on your score is sometimes underscored. And I would say that's how you start the night. That was a standard to beat. Or I was like she was already standing high. The salsa was amazing. The lips were perfection. Her energy, her diva, her sass. I'm like, I've been kind of waiting for this channel to come out the whole show. Like, I know I'm ready for like salsa challenge, the samba. I'm ready for like that Latin flavor, that fierceness, that divaness, and she gave me that, and I thought it was good. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of confused about what Darius come about. There was much more salsa content. I was like, I don't know. For me, it gave me salsa more than cha cha, but maybe we might want more like is more of them together. Maybe that was the issue. Yeah, maybe that was the issue with the more of the salsa content together. But about that, it was a major routine. But that false shot, wow, that was a powerful false shot. The way she flowed, her frame was beautiful. Like everything, the drama, the storytelling, the technique, everything about that was such perfection to me. And then it leads to our next point, which I think like a lot of people said the same thing too. When it came to that lip part with Carrie Ann. So I did check. I will say I'm not gonna. I love my girl. So I'm not. I'm not gonna be biased. I don't. I'm gonna pretend to win. I would say at the near end, her foot did come out the ground, but it was just for a little bit, just a little bit. But pretty much that last part, her foot was on the ground majority of the time. It just got up at like the last millisecond, just up a little bit. That's it. That's it. It wasn't up the entire time. So when it came to their teeth, where Karen's like that lift, like I told you, I've been told you. I'm like, I already told you about the lift. I was like, Michael, like, Brandon answering the reaction switch. I was like, what? Wait, me? Wait, me? Because you were talking about me, and we all know. I think people I don't think about is why I don't like for some of you guys on social media, especially I'm gonna say the white people in general. You will always see a black person reaction as being negative and being reactful. So you said, oh, he's not being professional. What he's doing is not professional. Very disrespectful. He should not be acting like that. Baby, have you not seen, if you have not seen OG back in the day, let's talk, we've seen pros argue with judges. Like Max. Freaking Max Rakowski, Val's older brother. Literally was going off. When Lynn was still alive, y'all, let me tell you, when he was just going off on Lynn, literally arguing with them up the wall. Even worse than what Brendan reaction was. And Brendan was confused because technically, actually, I can recall. I remember it was during dedication night. It was Jenna and Sasha's Foster. Remember when Jenna did like the whole jump in the air? She was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a warning. I'm gonna let you slide. Mind you, she let them slide with that. But when it comes to Chandler and Brandon, it's a different story, which I find that very. I'm upset about. So I'm not mad about the little understand. It's in the rule, but the thing is, the problem with that was she has been very inconsistent the whole way through when it comes to that rule. Okay, so it's kind of like you let other people slide. Like with Jenna and Sasha, you'd be like, you know what? It was a lift. We don't do jump in the fast shot. I had to give you a point off it. Boost, like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a warning. I'm gonna slide. But the first time that Chandler does it or you see it, it's a big issue. I understand that Chandler is an amazing dancer and you trying to work hard on her, but that was not the right way to do it. The way your tone was not cute. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of bummed that she didn't get a perfect score, but I'm very glad about the outcome later that she was still ended back in the top. So I'm happy that she's still top of the leaderboard again. But yeah, it was kind of crazy though.
Yeah, for the salsa, I thought that it was a really, really, really good salsa. I enjoyed the salsa very much. I thought it was energetic. It flowed, it moved, it was fun. I don't know what Derek was talking about. Derek was saying that it didn't have a lot of salsa content, but you didn't like give any like critique. You just say, "Oh no, it just didn't have enough salsa content." I'm like, "What do you mean?" It didn't make sense. I thought it should have been a 30. I thought the salsa should have been a 30. Now the foxtrot, I thought the foxtrot was beautiful, and I thought it was the story, like you said, storytelling was great. And okay, fine. If you want to charge for the lifts, Carrie Ann, you have to be consistent with everybody. That is the whole thing. I just watched it. Like while you were talking, I was watching it again. And yeah, she did, her foot did come off the ground. And if you're going to do that, that's fine. Say that's part of the rules and da da da. But you never warned Chandler about it. You have to remember what you said and who you were talking to, because the person who got the warning about the lifts was Sasha and Jen. And you never, and you didn't even, like you said, you didn't even give them, take points away from them doing the lift. You gave them a warning and you told them that it was, that's your warning. This never happened for them. And that's why Brandon was very confused about, I told you about that. And he's like, who? You told me? You never told me. Because Brandon is like, if you would have said that to me, I would have remembered that. And I wouldn't have made sure, I would have stressed that, keep the foot on the floor. Like, I know he knows that. But it's not just Brandon. And this is to all the people who want to criticize him for his reaction. It wasn't just him who felt that way. Other pro dancers felt that way. Max got on the internet and put out a whole thing about how Carrie Ann is being very inconsistent, and she's not. It's giving one person a pass and not giving the other person the pass. It's not fair. And finding criticism where criticism isn't there just because this person is a good dancer. Like having Max Tchaikovsky being a Chandler Brandon stan is not something I thought was going to happen in 2024 of our Lord. But here we are. And I'm like, okay, sure. Love that for him and love that for them. But the fact that he knows this, he knows the rules, he's been on the show, and he's even saying this isn't consistent. You need to be consistent about what you're doing. It just, I believe that she should have ended up with a 30 on both of these dances, but the fact that the judges felt the way they felt, they gave him a 29. I don't I don't know. I don't know. But I guess we can give them our scores, but I kind of think we already know where this is going. But scores.
I gave a 10 for both dances, and personally, I would say back to the whole Foxtrot thing. Even Darius said, yeah, there are rules, but to me, when it came to Darius' score, I was upset about that salsa thing, but he did make up for that Foxtrot. It's like understand the look, but to me, but Arena took it like I understand it was a mistake, da da da. But to me, it didn't really take nothing from how amazing that dance was, and he still gave him a 10. Even Bruno, gave him a 10 despite that. And Bruno knows. So to me, it was not that serious to me.
Right. Both dances would have got 10s for me too. It's
But
not
I don't know what to think. I know like in the finale they probably like a redemption dance and the judges come in and the dance. Like I don't know, like I'm like do you really want like I have a feeling like you really want to have Chandler as the person you want to talk to. Like I feel like because she just said that everybody. I remember last year she was hard on Let me tell you, she was so hard on she was hard on Ariana's butt, like so hard on that girl. And then when it came to redemption, who did she get? I think she got Carrie Ann. So
I think she's gonna get. I think Chandler is going to get Carrie Ann for the story, and they're going to do that so they can everybody be like, "See, she really wants to help." And it's like, sure, Carrie Ann, you want to help, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
It feels forced,
It definitely
not
does.
genuine.
It feels for the story. It feels like they're only going to put her together for the story, and I don't want that. Like I think Carrie Ann is going to get Chandler and Alona for the story.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But let's move on to Joey doing the foxtrot and the paso doble.
All right, so I was like, this is the foxtrot. That was Joey's best dance. But I'm gonna go back to the whole thing. I would say Jenna did like a whole little lift thing at the end, but it is what it is. And they probably chose Joey, so I really don't care anymore. I'm gonna talk about it. But Joey's, I love that foxtrot. I would say the dance, the tempo of that song really didn't match about the foxtrot at all. It was too. I think the thing is, it was too much upbeat for the foxtrot. I wish it was like. Cause it's actually an original version of the song by the word person who the song. I think Fred Astaire. I won't dance. Like it would have been like a nice super classified track to the song. It would have been better, but still, it was so amazing. His musicality, his frame, his showmanship has been just insane. He has been surprising me in such amazing ways all season long. So I'm very happy with the performance. His pasto was freaking amazing. Okay, I mean, he was killing it. I'm not gonna lie, Joey. I felt kind of bad, Joey. I was saying I was so sorry for Jordan because I was praying on your downfall because I did not want you in a second because I was scared that she was gonna go on when that happened. So we got that score for that Pelodola. I was like, wait, that is 50 out of 6. I was like, oh my god, that top of the top. I'm like, yes, thank you. I was like Brenda in Scary Movie. Thank you, Lord. I was so messed up, Joy. I'm so sorry, Joy. I'm sorry. I'm rooting for you too. I'm sorry. I was praying your downfall, but my girl Chandler, she was my priority on Tuesday. And for those who were on my page and stuff, you saw how much I was trying to get Chandler up in that final next week. So yeah, but that part was amazing. He is just wow, the showmanship, like I'm sorry. I don't know any other bachelor males can dance. I'm sorry, but it's gonna be a while until we see another Joey ever on the show, far as being the bachelor, far as dancing skills. I'm gonna say it. Like he's so likable and such a entertainer. I just know, Kelsey. I'm like, you ready for that wedding, girl? Gonna be getting some moves in for that wedding. I'm just saying.
So I was confused because I feel like if you're going to give him a 28 for any of these dances, it probably should have been for the foxtrot because I felt like his paso was so good. Maybe I'm just a little. I thought the paso was so good. I just knew when he finished that dance, I was like, oh, they're getting a 30. He getting 30s. He getting a 30. I just knew it because it was that good. I thought his paso doble was smooth. It flowed. It with the choreography, the way it looked, everything about that dance looked amazing. And I thought they did a really good job. So I was confused by that 28. I thought the foxtrot was good. But I do agree with you on the tempo of the song. I wish they would have just stuck with the original and not tried to do that modern version because I think the original would have worked better for the foxtrot. But I think they still looked good. I thought it was a really good foxtrot. There was a lift at the end. It was a little bit of a lift, but she ain't see that because they were too close to the table. I guess I don't know, but I thought it was a really good dance. I thought if any of the schools to go get a 30, it should have been a paso doble, but that's just me. Um, but I liked the foxtrot. I liked it. I thought it was a clean, it was smooth, it looked good. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Not much I can say about Joey. Joey is the best male dancer on the show. Period, point blank. And he has done his thing. So I'm very impressed and very happy to watch Joey dance any day. So scores for Joey.
Another perfect night for Joe. For me, it was a 10. Well,
For
I'm
both
sorry.
dances?
You put me up for both dances. Yes, for both. It was a 10 for both for me personally.
For me, it was a 9 for the foxtrot, a 10 for the paso doble.
I was like, I was gonna say 9 for that pass because I was rooting for your downfall, so Shannon could be tied with you for the same time for score. So I'm sorry, so but it was for in all honesty, you had a 10. It was a 10 for you. So
Great night though for Joey. Great night.
mm-hmm.
We move. I remembered Alona this week. I remembered Alona last week, but it was a thing on Canva that I hit that hid her slide. I was like, oops. But yes. Alona, Paso Doble, and Viennese Walk.
Definitely. Well, I say I'm gonna say the females were killing it tonight. Our two women left in this competition were killing it tonight. To me, Alona gets the award for the most improved, the underdog. To me, the dark horse of this season tonight. To me, if we're talking about someone who was locked in, who wanted it so bad, she was locked in tonight. Tonight was some of the best dancing, her best dancer of the season. To me, I like that. I like when someone is going up and is continuously getting better and going up, up, up. That is, to me, that's showing growth. And to me, it's better than going up and then coming down like that and that. To me, consistency is key, especially at the end near Andy, and she really peaked at the right time. That Pasadena, her best on the dance, everything about it was she looks so sexy in the red, so fierce. The confidence in this woman since the first week has been skyrocketed good, and everything about it was good. I will say it could have been better with the shape a little more, but everything about it was good. But that being in swaps personally, that was a 10 performance for me. Everything about it was beautiful. Others say it could have been better as far as that, but personally, I didn't care. Everything about that was so beautifully well done. Like I felt a performance, like the connection between those two, like the friendship they have, the chemistry, this the good friendship. Like it really felt. I really felt that in her being in walks. She has come so far. And I'm so proud of her. So proud.
Absolutely. I think her paso was really good. It was strong, it was sexy, it was powerful, it was everything you want in a paso doble. It was good. Was it perfect? No, it was not perfect. But for her, it was so good. This has been, like you said, just the upward trajectory for her. improvement. Every week she gets better and better. And this was so good for her. I loved it. Watching, she looked so dang sexy in the pasta doble. I was like, you are stunning, Alona Mar. You are stunning beyond stunning. And I'm so happy for her. That pasta doble was so good to me. But that Viennese waltz touched my soul. It was so beautiful. And I've said it on this podcast before. I love a good Viennese waltz. I love me a good Viennese waltz. And this was a good Viennese waltz. She just looked beautiful. Her and Alan had that connection that just, you felt it. It was so pretty. It was so smooth. It was flowing so nice. They both looked incredible. It was a beautiful Viennese waltz. Beautiful Viennese waltz. I can't say enough of how I felt about this. This was very good. Very, very good. Very good night for Alona. But of course.
All right. So my first for the pasta doble is a 9. But for that Viennese waltz, I know it was a part of I don't care. It deserved it for me. It was a 10 for me for that Viennese waltz. A 10. 10 for that Viennese waltz, but a 9 for the pasta doble. 9, 10.
Same.
9, 10.
No, you went backwards. 9, 10. Yeah. I did a 9 for the pasta doble and a 10 for the Viennese waltz for sure. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Danny doing the Viennese waltz and salsa.
I will say, definitely his best ballroom dance is the quick step. I will say I love the storytelling with his dance. There were some really good, beautiful moments in that Venus waltz. It was a good Venus waltz, but I would say what was still lacking for me is just I think his butt was still kind of out. You got to keep your butt in before males. Make sure you're doing the Venus waltz, and just I don't know. I felt a little bit draggy to me. I felt like it kind of felt like when it was still more on the word pulling Gladden on the dance floor more than he was more. But none of it was still a good Viennese waltz. Now, when it came to the salsa, because technically, like Danny should have, Steven was the last person to go, but technically but somehow they switched Danny and Steven last minute from 2 dances. So, yeah, I would say Whitney. That choreography 8, the lifts 8. Maybe you hurt the body. Maybe for having a baby, looking at that in 1 year, you had your baby and looking like that. Baby Whitney, baby, give me your toe. Like, I want to look like you. Okay, with that necklace body. The lifts were absolutely insane. I was like, wow, but I'm going to keep it real. For Whitney's part, was it the best set of the night? Was it the best for last? For Whitney's part, heck yes. For Danny's part, well, I'm sorry, no. I'm just going to keep it real. It really, when it came to the actual salsa, it could have been better. It could have been more. It was the lack of the salsa moves. It was more in the lifts. And for me, I feel like Danny has been the most improved. He has improving his dances since the beginning. So I'm not saying too much, but he's a good dancer. He has an improvement. He's doing good. But I think at this point, I feel like he needs something wild for me. And to me, I wanted more. I just gotta keep. I wanted more in that, and it wasn't enough for me to give the score he got for that salsa. The lifts are good, but I wanted more feet. You want to show why you were voted in the semifinals, not just for your lifts, but for your actual dancing. You actually have to improve your feet, your technique. That's why, personally.
Danny. What can I say about Danny? Besides, he's very strong. He's very strong. He can lift Whitney up and throw her around in the most amazing ways. It looks really good. It looks fun to do on camera. But it just, that's it. I feel like Whitney was dancing around him and he wasn't doing enough. And in that salsa, the Viennese waltz was pretty and it was good. It just was, it was a little lackey. It just lacked a little bit of something. I don't know if it's connection or it just lacked a little. It just lacked a little something for me. I don't know. He did a fine job tonight on that night. So scores.
So for the Viennese waltz, I'm gonna give this a 9. But for the salsa, I mean, I gotta keep it real. I'm sorry, but I have to give you an 8, Danny. I feel you could have danced more. To me, I adore you. You have been improving your dance. I'm not saying you're a bad dancer. I'm not against the because you're bad. I'm not saying you're bad. I just feel like at this point we're top 5 now. For me, I want to see more growth from you as a person, as a dancer. More footwork, not just looks. More technique. Okay.
He gets an 8 for both. Just
Okay.
an 8 for both.
Like I want you to prove people wrong. Like I want you I have been putting in the work. I have been putting the time and effort in rehearsals to improve my technique.
I don't need him to prove anybody wrong. He showed us who he is. I believe him. He's a lift person and 8. That's what it got. Sorry. Steven dancing the cha-cha-cha and the tango.
Oh, Sam, I'm not gonna lie. I love my buddy Steven, but I'm gonna just say it wasn't a night for him today. Like it was kind of crazy. Like think about let's talk about last week. Last week was such a high for Steven. His best dancing so far this season, and tonight the first dance. I was unfortunately, you know what? I would say, I gotta give him all his 10s. He did his very best with that cha-cha. I'm gonna say, but sometimes you know what? Not everyone is born with the gift of hip moving and being sexy or dance. Okay, not everyone has the power of being sexy and moving got the hips sway. Okay, and he just didn't have that. And I will say, I will give a commitment. He was doing the moves. He was doing moves going in to out. You know what I mean? So he was going through the moves and out, so it was fine, but it just this technique. It could have been better, and it could have been more clear with the hands and the feet. You know what I mean? And it could have been better. It's just unfortunate. I mean, unfortunately, it wasn't a dance for Steven. I feel like Steven gave him a lot. It just wasn't the dance that I feel like Steven was like. I personally felt like he didn't feel comfortable doing this dance personally. But I would say in the tango, he did way much better in that tango. I would say his frame was better and the feet was better. But, it wasn't a perfect performance. But I will say I got to commend him because during that dance, his glasses, he had his glasses on and then it kind of went like halfway like here. So especially, it's kind of a dangerous situation. But he kept going. He stayed strong. And then guess what? The glasses off and he kept going. So I would say, you know what? I'm giving him his hands for performing it from beginning to end without, despite the incident, he kept going and he strived. And that's all I like for people who strive, who strive for greatness. I like about him. But tonight, it just wasn't his night. And I'm not gonna lie, I really thought, especially with the Kendall score, that he was probably in jeopardy of leaving. Now, I would say Steven and half the fans, rather half the fans. Their fans been big. But I will say, but just seeing how low his score was, I'm not gonna lie, it was gonna be it would have to take a lot for them both to go to that finale. So I'm just saying that. But yeah. Yeah, but I think Steven has better things to do. He could have better dances in the past.
Oh, absolutely. I think the cha-cha was hard to watch. The cha-cha was hard to watch because I was like, oh no, Steven. He tried. He just don't have the hips for it. He just don't have the hips for the cha-cha. And it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. But he did redeem himself in the tango. I thought his tango was good and so much better. And I can appreciate him doing that cha-cha, shaking it off, doing that tango, and making it better. It's just I felt for him. I felt like he probably thought after that cha-cha, like, that's it. I just lost it for us. And it's interesting. It's just interesting. But I hate being honest about this, but I have to be honest about it when it comes to the scores of 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 um of this cha-cha and the tango. So scores, KaMorian.
All right. Unfortunately, Steve, I had to give you. It was still some good things, but it could have been better. It was just difficult to watch. So, unfortunately, I personally, I thought I know you probably want to work hard. I personally felt like in this injury, I feel like I feel like this was Steven's dance. I didn't try to just didn't really feel Steven's vibe, and you kind of tell it didn't feel right him doing a cha cha. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, but it was an 8 for your cha cha, but. I'm gonna give you a. It wasn't a perfect score in tango. It was a perfect 10 for tango, but I would say I'm gonna give you a 9 because you killed it bad. It was better improvement, and I would say despite your glasses coming halfway and you kept going, and you took them glasses off and you kept going all the way. So I'm gonna give you 10 for commitment, but in actual terms of the dance, it was a 9.
Absolutely. I gave him an 8 for the cha-cha, a 9 for the tango. It was what it was. But that was it. So we get to the elimination. And we see that the person who is eliminated from Dancing with the Stars is no one.
Y'all, it happened again. It happened again, y'all. It happened again. No, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like someone was telling me they were not gonna go. Cause I feel like, especially Julianne. I feel like I'm not gonna lie, Julianne. I'm sorry. You can't save a surprise for the life of it. Even with your kids, you can't even. No, I'm not gonna lie. When it came to Rose again, I'm not gonna lie. I was like. I mean, I would not be mad. It was a 5 finale again because it said it was 3 hours. So imagine a 3 hour film with 4 couples. That's way too much in my opinion. So I would not mind first time, but I'm not gonna lie. When it came to the results, when they said Danny and Whitney first, if you see my reaction, you're like, you know why? I was like, what? So I went thought, oh, Danny, my big girl. I was like, what? No way. And it said George. I was like, okay, but I was like, oh my God, please, Lord, just say Chandler, please, Lord. Please just say Chandler and Brandon. And then they say Chandler, but I was like, oh, Lord, yes, yes. I was like, oh my God, oh no, wait, Lord, oh no, it's Lord or Steve. I was like, oh Lord, Steve is probably gonna go home. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, oh God. And then we said, no one is going home. Like, oh, thank the Lord. But like, damn, again.
Let's keep it gangster. Let's keep it gangster.
Uh,
Somebody could have went home. And I don't know, y'all might not know this about me. Y'all might not know this about me. If you watched us on the other channel, on the drag channel, and you've seen me do some drag content, you probably do know this about me. If I'm in a competition show, if I'm watching a competition show, and this far in the show, I want people to go home. I don't like people not going home. I don't like non-elimination shows. And due to this dance, what happened and with the judges' votes and the fan votes, honestly, I just feel like Danny could have went home. Danny probably was gonna go home, and they didn't want to do that. So because honestly, Steven or Danny at that point from the dances that night, one of them could have went home. If we go be for real, we go keep it 100. One of them could have went home, but I guess it's fine if they want to have a 5-person finale with 3 hours, which I feel is way too long. Like 3-hour finale is way too long.
yeah. I
I'm
personally feel, yeah, I personally feel that's but I personally feel if we're gonna do a 3 hour finale, let's not do what happened last year. Cause think about it, remember the first hour of the finale just a recap, and
yeah,
there's like these fake bits like I'm getting ready for finale. I'm getting swell up, I'm getting fit, I'm getting prepped up for the finale, da 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 da. And
nobody cares
I'm
about
not
all
gonna lie,
that.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of already clock. I'm clocking now. I already knew y'all pre-filmed that. It wasn't
Right.
live. I
Of
know it's
course.
pre-filmed, so to me, I'm not gonna. I'll be upset again if that's the same way they're gonna do it this year. And you know what? If you're gonna do a 3 hour finale, I would say, for 3 hours, I would say personally, let them do three dances. Okay, I would say do a redemption. They probably do redemption. I always do redemption
Hmm.
dance. I
The
would say
freestyle.
bring the freestyle, but I would say bring the fusion back. I
Yes,
remember
that's what they should do.
I remember they brought it for a few. I remember because they didn't do the redemptions. I think, and I think it was season 30 where they brought it back for that. They did a fusion, the finale, and a freestyle. So I would say do three things: a fusion, do a freestyle, and then do a redemption dance. It's 3 hours, and then plus we heard Mark and Derek is dancing next week. I'm
Hmm.
excited for that. Our reigning champions, Dutchy and Valerie, back in the ballroom. I actually kind of like that now. I but that should be a trend. Every winner every person who wins the mirror ball, no, let them reign their trophy, come back, like give like drag race kind of vibes. Like
Right.
come back, do one more performance, like kind of like your last time
Right.
together on the stage, and then pass it on like a tradition, like every like
Hmm.
pageant kind of competition kind of vibe, something like that. So I like that now. I think so. I want to say thank you, Charlie and Mark, for coming back last season. Think you really gave Dina a really bright idea going forward now, because I would say covers, especially last season. I was like, the dancing was good, but I feel like, season 31, but Charlie's season when she won, that season
Hmm.
was like the dancing was top tier. Like the competition
Hmm.
was tight. So to hear her comeback was kind of like, oh, and there's a way why she won and this is how big she is. So I'm very excited to see Zochi back. I know it was crazy that last year's won last year. It's
Yeah.
like to see,
I don't
yeah.
want to look. I don't want to cut you off, but I don't want to get into rambling because we gonna go
Yeah,
too far.
yeah,
We just start rambling.
sorry.
But I do want to say that I do think the pre stuff recorded stuff that they do for the first half hour is very nonsensical. Like we don't really need that. I would prefer them. I agree with you. I prefer that they do the just do three dances and then you bring back the people who were eliminated, let them do their little dance, and you have special guests. But I think we're gonna get a lot of fluff in the beginning, which I don't know. Not a fan of, not a huge fan of, but I do think that we'll see what happens. We got one more week
Mhm,
of Dancing with the Stars, y'all. We are almost there. We have made it to the
mhm,
end. That's
yeah,
crazy. We've done it.
mhm,
But let's talk over really quickly overall. Now that
mhm.
we're at this point, we know it's five finalists. I know who we want to win. I know who you want to win. Do you think the person you want to win will win?
You know what? I felt I'm gonna say this now personally. I will let you guys know now. Back in July, if you're on Twitter, I actually made like a predictions about how like what's gonna happen on this season, because at that time we didn't know what was gonna go on. Actually, coming into this, I remember shout out to Kristen who gives all the tea about the upcoming stuff. So she said at the start of the season we was gonna have 10 couples. So because
Mhm.
think we didn't start with 13 guys coming to this, so things change over time. So it's kind of sure. So I was like, I did said that one of my predictions. I was like, Brett. Well, fortunately, it happened to Brett. Maybe next year, Brett. I hope it for you, girl. But I said Brandon will make it to his first final of his Then with the Stars pro career. And let me
Mhm.
tell you, and you would have told me that I was if I made that prediction, you probably be like KaMorian. Are you kidding? I love your support. I love you believing, but let's be real, it's not gonna happen. But
Mhm.
seeing that prediction actually come into a reality, like
Mhm.
in real time, like seeing that like I manifested this to happen, and now it's officially happening. Like, I'm so proud of you, Brandon. It's been 6 long years. We have seen you raw every single time. Just really giving your all. But I'm so happy that you have someone like Chandler on your
Mhm.
side. And I feel like this is probably like the best he has ever done choreography wise. The best I see him work. He wants this so bad. And I personally feel that Chandler, you can win this. I feel like, you know what? It's time to me. I hate that they didn't mention it even on press, like, because when it came to the press, it was like, oh, Joe is the first Bachelor finalist ever on the show to make to the finale, and then we have the first rugby player in the finale, and then the first one gymnast. But they never mentioned about the first ever Black couple.
I saw them. So I saw somebody mention it.
I mean, someone that, but like most of the majority of the thing, they didn't mention like out of like the main stuff. They didn't like mention at all. Like, but like even like in interviews and stuff, they didn't even mention like, oh, you're like the first Black couple in Star's history. So for
Mm-hmm.
them, for them to actually mention it, it shows that we need to work harder. And shout out to my girl Charity for last season. She came onto social media,
Mm-hmm.
sharing her words and how much she is she literally dealt with China for the whole season, and she really puts on that Brandon could win this thing. And I really do feel in my heart that Chandler and Brandon can win this thing. If not, is what it is. But I really feel on my heart that if I manifested him in that finale, I can manifest to him. I believe in my heart that he can win this whole thing. And I feel like he deserves it. I'm not saying Earl doesn't deserve it. I feel like everyone deserves it, but I feel person for Brandon, I feel like he deserves it the most. He has worked so hard to be seen, to be heard. Just mind you, he's the only Black male on the show, guys. Okay, it took us 33 seasons for a Black male and a Black celeb being paired together. 33 seasons, 19 years. It's been a long time in the making, and
Right.
also like history has been made. But I feel like it does not need to take it this long for this to happen.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
So does that mean you feel like Brandon and Chandler are going to win this season?
I feel it in my heart. I'm gonna manifest
Period.
it.
Period. I couldn't agree with you more. I believe that they deserve it. I think if they don't win, Joey wins. But I feel like Chandler has shown that she is a more consistent, better dancer. And I feel like she deserves to win. So in my heart of hearts, I will say I really want, and I believe Chandler's going to win this season. Um, and if I'm wrong, then I'm gonna be annoyed. But I just believe that she should and she will win this season. But we got 1 week to go, a little less than a week to go to find out who's going to win this season. Now, I think, come on, what do you think? And I'm going to ask you, and if you think Wednesday is the day after the finale, we have an empty day. I don't have anything to go on Wednesday. Would you like to record on Wednesday so we can be right in our thoughts will be fresh and we could just record on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think we should. I think everyone on Thursday should enjoy their time being with your family for Thanksgiving. I think that's
Absolutely.
very. I think that's very important. Especially at this time we're in right now, going into the new year. Especially what we're get ready to go towards the next 4 years. I think those are during this Thanksgiving right now with your family. For those who are like, just going through it, and think it's a perfect time. I pray my goal is like, my God, this whole month, oh my God, the amount of crazy stuff, the amount of bad outcomes for me that I did not agree with this month. I was like, pretty much, I'm not gonna let you kill my vibe, and I will be dang if this show kills my vibe again. It Turner does not win. I swear to God. But I will say, yeah, I'm just so happy about this season. I'm so happy that I manifested Brandon. Shout out to Briley. I really do appreciate. I would say, Briley, thank you for being a good wife to your husband. You've been riding for him this day. I'm happy for you, for your husband. I'm happy for you, Chandler. I'm so glad you come in this show. You show these girls. I would say, Chandler, despite these people coming for you, you are always remain to stay humble, consistent. You never let them. You never let them your character. You said how you felt. You were concerned, but guess what? You never let them take out your character. You showed up. That's why I
Absolutely.
am humble. I am really this person. You know what? At this point, I'ma still continue to be this person. Whether you believe me or not, I'ma still be me. And I
All
said
right.
I love you. I love it. But thank you guys. But make sure you vote next week, guys. Very important. Vote.
Absolutely.
Vote.
But we'll be back, yes, because Thursday is Thanksgiving for us. So we're gonna be back on Wednesday to wrap up Dance with the Stars. And but we'll be back next week to wrap it up, be done with it, and see who gets the mirror ball trophy. But on that note, we're gonna get out of here because we went longer than I thought we were going to go, but that's okay. It's okay. It was a good semifinals. But make sure you subscribe to this channel here. Check out the content all on this channel and all of our other channels. All those links will be in the description below. Like I said, we are part of a network, so we have 3 other channels that you could subscribe to. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow KaMorian and me on Blue Sky and on Twitter. You could follow our audio podcast link, so just in case you need to listen to us on the go. Our Patreon link is down there as well as our merch link, so you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch. The new and improved cup mug is out and ready to go, so check that out. And yeah, on that note, we're just gonna say cheers, y'all. Cheers. Good night. Bye.